costume. When are you going to wear your pizza costume?
After it's sold.
What are we making it for? What are we making it for?
For which holiday?
Say
hi. Joshie, say hi.
bye.
Maurice,
Bye.
do you
Hi.
have the belper?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have to make the crust also.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take a picture of me. Take a picture of Ari and Joshie. Okay, that should be good.
Why is it so soon?
Hmm?
Why is it so soon? You want to watch it so soon?
Mm-hmm.
So stay.
Joshie, want to go sit down on the chair?
Okay,
Joshie, go
this
sit down.
is
Go sit down.
inside now, okay?
Go sit on the chair and watch.
Now
So
we
do you
have
need the basting for, no, the basting, the fluffy stuff, what?
Yeah, sure, we'll need it to stuff the crust.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, here, I'll put in the plug and then you could put the light on.
Okay. Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I go
Let's trim it down.
Keeps going on pause. Oh.
Okay. Okay. There you go.
I don't know why it's funny doing that.
I don't know why it's doing it either.
You have to do it hard so it doesn't push it off. You have to try.
I am trying.
Okay.
Okay. No, it's
Joshie.
not so easy to sew on, so it gets so
Josh, get down. Josh.
You're going to sew your finger if you do that.
That's right, you can get hurt. Josh. Joshie, say yellow. Say Tushy. Say Ari.
Hi.
Say Bubby. Say Zadie. Say baby. Say, what does a train say? What does a horsey say? What does a cow say? What does a sheep say? What does a pig say? Joshie, what does a chicken say?
Yeah, it's better on this
Right.
side.
Bye.
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 Yeah, it is a little bit better.
Ari, what's the sewing machine doing?
Um,
Ari, what's Bubby gonna put onto the pizza?
a grass.
The crust? And what else? What goes on the sauce?
The fruit.
Pickles.
The cheese.
Oh, the cheese. What kind of cheese do we have to put on?
I don't know.
We have orange cheese,
Yeah, white cheese.
white, and what else do we put on? What are the black things that we're gonna put on? Olive.
Don't.
Josh, don't touch that. It's okay.
Don't touch it.
Okay, alright, it's okay.
Don't.
I'll
It's
take it away.
not okay.
That's it.
Alright, sewing better now.
Nope.
Oh.
Now I have to stop.
Joshie, you gonna be a pizza?
I'm not sure.
Joshie, say pizza. Ari, can you tell me who's in the Megillah? Who are the people? What are the people's names in the Megillah?
I don't know all of the people's
So you know lots of them. Who's the bad man in the Megillah?
Haman.
And what are we going to do when we hear Haman's name when they read the Megillah?
Gregor.
Yeah, you making a grogger?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. And who's the queen?
Esther.
And who's the king?
Vera.
Right, and who's the hero of the Megillah? Who's
Mordechai.
right? And who's the other? How about
Vashti.
right?
Vashti has pimples.
Right.
I used to have pimples. But now I don't have any more pimples.
Don't sew your nose up, Ari.
What?
Don't sew your nose up.
Okay.
Well, let's show everybody how your nose got so much better. There's no more boo-boo on your nose.
What?
No more. Joshy, where's your boo-boo? Where's your boo-boo? Where's your boo-boo? Oh yeah, there's your boo-boo. I see it. I see that boo-boo.
You have to try to make it go again.
Ari, who takes the boo-boos away? Where do they go?
Hashem.
Yeah. Ari, what are you going to be in the Purim play?
Crayon.
Yeah.
What color?
Maybe mix together color. I'm going to be careful so I don't show my nose.
Good.
I have to try. You're getting more finished with the red.
Hey! One pizza slice coming up.
Oh, almost finished.
Yeah.
Oh. Now you can shut the light up, huh?
But you didn't do the crust.
Well, I'm not up to that yet. Just a minute. Whoa. We have to trim this slice first.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's happening now?
Joshy.
I don't know when my clothes is going to stop.
I don't know when it's going to stop either. It's enough already.
I have to try. That's enough already.
It's enough already.
I'll do it for my friend if I
Now she say, Mama. Say, Mama.
I don't know how it will stop.
Joshy, what does the pussycat say?
Take it easy.
What does Georgie say? What does Georgie say?
Have to take it easy.
No. What does Georgie say?
The whole nut.
What does a lion say? What does turkey say?
Like that, we used it up. I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I'm going to have to go to AC more and get
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, look, I'm going. There's no right.
Mhm.
No, it wouldn't look nice.
Wouldn't look nice.
You have to get a scissor? I could trim it off?
Look how big that scissor is, Ari.
Oh, this is humongous.
Yeah. I know how you got that scissor. Did you get that scissor from the store?
It's Mommy's. You have to ask Mommy where she got it. I think she got it from Sadie.
I have two big scissors.
Ari, show me how do you count on your fingers? Like this. 1, 2.
No. No.
What?
I sing the ABC song.
What? Oh, okay. YN. Yes, we will. No, Ari, I know how to say it. Yes, we will. No, we won't. No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
Right, yes, we will.
I know how you got it.
Ari, can you tell me who...
You throw this in the garbage?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
thank
oh,
you.
throw that. Ari, tell Bubby and Zadie who picked you up from school on Friday.
Shira.
Oh, that's
No. Not Vera. Who picked you up?
Mommy.
Who surprised you?
Val.
Right, and
Really? They came
and who
here?
came and who was at home waiting for you?
That's so nice.
Who is it?
Vera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're such nice people.
His car was broken.
Hi, what happened?
So I don't know. So they came together.
It's a Volkswagen, that's why.
So they stopped by.
Oh.
And Val wanted to pick up ours from school.
Oh, he must have been shocked.
So as
Mr.
they were
Vera.
walking, yes, Vera was outside, so he's walking hand in hand with them up the,
Mr.
you know,
Vera.
the walk. He has a smile from ear to ear. And she was standing there. He kept on over giving her hugs.
Aw,
Yeah.
you love
Jessie!
Yeah.
Hi.
Blame him.
Hi.
You hate.
Jessie, make a funny face.
Did he?
Yeah, make another funny face. Wait, first Joshy.
Make a funny face.
What about his mom?
Joshy, make a face.
Make a funny face, Josh, like this.
Joshy, make a funny face. Oh, muscles. 1 second, Ari, I'm gonna do. Joshy, show me your muscles.
My muscles are ready.
Okay,
Okay.
Ari, do your muscles.
Ready? Do your muscles now.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Funny face.
Okay. Whoa, that is a funny face.
Okay, Josh, now your turn. Make
Joshy,
muscles. Make-
muscles. Show me muscles. Show me muscles, Josh.
Come on. Come on.
Joshy, show me your muscles.
Okay, you have to throw this out too.
Joshy, where are your muscles?
Let me feel them. Let me feel your muscles. Let me feel
Okay, where's
them.
the other? Oh.
Ooh.
Don't do it across
Josh,
yet.
what does the sheep
You
say?
have to wait. Don't do it
What
yet.
does the cow say?
I'm not doing anything till you come back.
What does the
Joshy.
horse say? What does the snake say?
I'm gonna come back.
I know. I'm waiting.
What does the chicken say?
I'm just putting.
What do the bees say?
Now you can do it.
I have
What do
to
the bees
I have
say?
to pin it together first.
Okay.
Joshy, say 1, 2, 3. Joshy, say 3.
Did you put this up?
Not interested?
He's not interested.
Joshy.
Please.
Joshy, say 3.
I feel
4,
like it's a course. We had to tell them all. the
5.
shades.
Okay.
5.
6.
Joshua.
Oh,
I
what?
say
7.
5.
We had
7.
all of this
Joshua
sign.
likes to say
Shades, so I
5.
didn't know.
Joshy, say 5. 5. 5.
If we didn't have a test, I probably would have gotten
Bye.
minus.
5.
Bye. Blow kiss. Alright, blow kiss. Lots of kisses.
Nari, don't touch until Bubby says you can, okay? We don't want to break the machine. Bubby has to sew the whole
Your
costume.
What?
your hard work in school is paying off.
Boy, he used to come home late.
I know.
Okay. Oh, wait, I mean, you don't mind if I use black thread, do you?
Hey,
Don't.
Ari,
hey.
cut that
You getting
out.
this all down too?
Yeah, cut that out, Joshy. No spitting.
What are you doing? Oh, black! I hate black! No, I hate clothes!
Okay.
Why don't you gonna use black on the other,
No, just on the back slice, on the front slice, because you present yourself, I use red. So like this, I don't have to run tasty more, but you have to mark it down.
He left her on date.
was case the machen for the klein?
The same thing. I have red left.
It's okay, you
for the
could say it
front.
in English. Josh doesn't understand the difference anyway.
I have
Say
red
it
for the
in-
front,
don't say it
and
in
I'll use
Russian.
black.
Don't say in Russian. Don't talk Yiddish, but that.
Ari, can you sing your Russian song that Vera taught you?
Okay, put the light on.
Ba.
Okay.
Thank
No,
you.
I don't want to.
Not yet?
I don't feel like it.
Okay. Oh, how about a different song? Ata.
No.
I'm gonna sing it then.
No song.
No songs now? Okay.
Bubby can't sew without
Let's get ready for Uncle Maishi and sing an Uncle Maishi song.
No.
Hey.
Give a little.
No.
Don't
no.
sing that song for your
The
father-in-law.
down one.
He'll run and
Which
get
one?
a
Hey
checkbook.
dum dilly
The
dum.
down one.
Huh?
Down.
The kosher one?
No. Hey, the.
Hey dum diddly dum.
Down, down, down.
Hey dum diddly dum.
Oh,
Uncle
back in the stomach.
When she's back in town.
with a
Hey, dum, dilly, dum.
hooray. Well, let's see. Everybody's gonna dance when Uncle Mikey sings. Can you show me how you're gonna dance, Ari? Not
Joshua,
now?
again?
Videotaping how long it takes me to thread the needle.
Okay.
You want
No,
me to do
don't,
it?
don't.
Start
Yeah.
counting.
Okay, you do it.
You want me to do it?
Don't videotape.
The thread separator. It's junky thread.
It is. That's what you buy for me. Does it have to go through a certain way?
No.
Go that way?
No, that way, yeah.
Who could even see the hole?
Thank you.
You did it before.
Oh, it's coming
Catch it,
through.
catch it, catch it, Gwen.
Look,
Takes two people to thread a needle.
Two geniuses. Okay.
Two beauties.
Beauties.
Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that.
Beauty is only skin deep.
This mother.
Yeah, and it's Bubby.
Harry, what's Bubby's song now?
Oh, boy.
Which part?
The tip.
Are you
Tip?
ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The apex.
The pinnacle.
Who says
The
that?
zenith.
The apex.
That's your
Apex
tip.
test.
That's your
Not
tip. Don't say he wants to sing.
Say hi.
Jesse.
Dada, he wants to
Pick him
sing.
up, pick him up again. I'll take a picture.
No screaming.
He wants to watch.
He wants to watch.
More, you want more?
Well, let me get a picture with a smile on it.
Quit that. You said you can. Okay, I'm putting him down. Okay, you take too long.
Didn't flash because of the lights here.
So what does that mean? It won't come out?
Probably not. It'll be dark. Come on. Come on.
Harry, are you brushing your teeth? You're not brushing your teeth? Do you have meat stuck in your teeth?
Oh, I had that with some of the patients.
Like Yo didn't brush his teeth the last time he went to the dentist.
Oh, I had that with the patient.
Ew.
I asked him,
They wear
when he had
masks. They don't
chicken.
smell it. You wear masks.
He said to me it wasn't chicken, it was something else. I said it fermented to look like chicken.
Inside.
Okay, Art. Second side.
Eating all the black, Bobby.
Yeah.
So, you want to use all the black because you're doing my pizza costume.
Uh-huh. It'll match with the olives. Black thread.
Okay.
You making the crust?
Wait, what's the matter?
The Joshies.
Oh, you have to make crust.
Jesse. What is it, Jesse? Peekaboo. Jesse, do peekaboo. Where's Jesse? Peekaboo. Say peekaboo. 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 Don't do that, Duncan.
You know the black?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
Because there's a lot of thread on the spool. This is all the spool.
Okay.
You want to do walking like a wheelbarrow? Come, should we walk like a wheelbarrow?
No, I'm on an extension cord here,
I need his, the little ones
Oh,
on the
you know what
shirt.
happened?
Okay, I'll go get one. Come, walk like a wheelbarrow.
Oh, it didn't even sew up the whole thing. What happened was,
Run out of thread.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, do somersault. Tuck your head. Tuck your head. Tuck your head. Tuck,
You
tuck,
have to
tuck,
put
tuck.
more thread on the bobbin.
Okay.
Oh, look at the black thread comes through on the other side. Oh, but it doesn't matter because he has it on the
Get up.
inside. Okay, so let's get these thread. And we'll put on the thread. You want to show- Oh, did you call back the agency, Mo?
Mm-hmm.
Was she nice?
Mm-hmm.
What'd she say? Mo?
1 minute.
Who'd you call? There, a red-winged blackbird. This one, I don't know what that is. Is that a girl bluebird?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nasty. Well, she chased the other one away.
Mm-hmm.
What's the truth? That must be a male that's kind of aggressive. Looks like a turkey, you know? Big bird. Tough.
Say hi. No hiding, no hiding. No hiding. Everybody has to say hello.
Happy birthday.
Everybody. Are you a movie star? Hi, Aaron.
Everybody was on the South Parkway, I heard it was
Charlie. You have funny looking glasses. Can you say hello?
Marilyn, got my name. How are you, Helen? I didn't forget Joy. How's everything?
Walk around.
Walk around?
Walk around, yeah, like Maurice.
Walk around like Maurice, that's right.
What happened?
Animal. You know, sometimes he's an animal. Let me talk about Brian. Brian is my darling. I love him so much. He's going to be an extra good boy, right? His birthday is coming up. How old are you going to be, Brian? Brian was going to be 7 years old. Now, I think
He's in the bathroom. Everybody want to put your show? You want me to help you find it? Everyone has, I guess, a whole page.
Oh, thank you. Oh, this is great. This is a very good idea. This is a now I need contact lenses. Very small.
I don't want to take pictures of the floor.
Oh my goodness.
What are you doing?
The blade. What's the flashing? Sophie Hamella, and there's a picture of 770 on it. Wait,
Hey, doctor.
see if you can get the effect. Can you see it?
Yes.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
The effect?
I'm impressed.
I'm gonna have Aunt Helen giving out the gifts to the kids.
Oh, what do you mean kids? What do you mean kids?
Kids.
Oh, you look funny.
Who is that? Okay,
Look at all the goodies.
Who gets the first present?
Oh, he's gonna take it on video. You're better than me. All right.
Who's not here yet? Razy, where's Razy?
Racy, where's Racy? Racy.
He's doing something bad if Alan's laughing.
What is Yoko? This angle. You need this angle over here. Over here.
Right.
No food for anybody. Say no
Watch
food
your
for
fingers.
anybody. I did all of
Resist
it.
me. Resist me.
Okay, where's Racy?
Resist me.
Sorry. What are they doing to you? Your brothers are ganging up on you
I'm
again?
telling you, Alan and Yo. Alan and Yo. I scream at them all day long. Alan and Yo. Alan and Yo. Who are you? He's Yo.
He's Yo?
He's Yo. That's Alan.
I want to be. I want him to be out.
You all know Frisbee?
All right, Blake, everybody.
Take a picture of what this feels good, this radio. Look at them. Look what they brought. Uncle Mason and Helen.
Who's that?
Jeremy.
Helen. Hey, come on, Jeremy.
take pictures. Somebody ring you? No. Brian, come here. Take pictures. Oh, you're ringing? I thought I heard someone on a telephone.
Brian Schwartz.
Second, bring your little bag.
What's that?
Probably Ellie. She probably trapped me next to her.
Around Lawrence, it's holding all the yeshiva guys are renting them.
Hey, Aaron.
I got it if I tell my one. Yeah, I know. You have to tell him. Yeah. And then the chain, you got to get the chain. I got. Two of his little things wrapped up one.
Joshie. Hi.
You needed 40? You needed 40? And people can pick these ideas. It's just because two lets each kid picked out 3. That's 12. 3 different kids picked out my kids and came to the door, so I had to have enough. So you really needed all 40? I needed them. And then I have a few left. Who's that? Is that a Brian?
Okay, next.
Oh my goodness! Double.
Ephraim, where's Ephraim?
Brian.
Which one?
Schwartz.
Ephraim Schwartz.
Come on.
Ephraim Schwartz. We have something for you. Wait, who else you got?
So this is Arian, so this must be yours.
Oh, Estie's still waiting?
Must be Esty.
Esty, okay, turn around, take it. Okay, that's it?
Joshie, what you got, Joshie?
Working for
Says you got a friend?
Working for a month.
Where's the grown-ups now?
Joshie.
Itzy.
Look, me? Alright, so I gotta take a picture too? Gonna take a picture?
Okay.
Come on, Josh, you wanna take a picture of Saba?
Have dear, Ari.
Like this?
What are you eating? Something good? What is it? Peanut butter?
Let them hold it. Yeah, all right, but let her hold it.
What's a bit?
Alan, stand here.
Oh, yeah, everybody should like the picture.
I know.
There were enough women, take your choice. Don't do that.
Do that again on Ellen. What, the other one?
See, Naomi, and Lisa, Naomi has the latest style. The very long skirt.
I bought this and I became cool with my children. Thank you.
This one also. Here's the bar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice to see that. This is the shop. I got that for the kids.
He gets preference.
It's a Shabbos, I think it's Shabbos the table. That's a nice painting.
Real.
Alright, we're washing, Leish. We're washing.
Well, you might just take that, the high chair, and put it by the table, look. Like that?
The big chair.
You want to take that?
Oh, the high chair.
Either one, whichever you want. Or else the booster seat is under the swing.
What's in here? Aaron?
That's in here, walking to,
I don't think you
I borrowed it.
Just checking it out. I said to
Borrowed it from a different color.
And yet they say that
The chairman of the board of GM says, what's that? And he says, it's Kishka. And he gives him a taste, and he said to Blackies, to Luigi people to get our blood down to Kishka. He was eating it, he was giving out to
Had to taste it first.
I had to for one of my meetings, because in our meetings in New York, I get for myself from the American Cafe, which is a few blocks away in Wall Street. So one of our vice chairman, every time he'd see that I have this tin that I'd eat with, he said, I want some of that. So the next time he came,
Like a child. Guys have no lives. This is what makes their lives exciting.
But it's like a child, you know. You haven't had one.
But that was some
So
expensive.
did he taste it and go like,
So then
Next time-
somebody else
next
got
time-
jealous and said, why did I get some?
Next time, bring some pachar. Let's see how they line up. Let's see how they line
The
up.
nicest, the nicest that he had, that they've done is when I go to the chairman's house on the holidays.
You never did tell me you would, and then you didn't.
Someone's crying.
Josh is crying.
Why is that?
You're crying.
She takes people on tours to people's apartments that love to cook, and this man's a Jewish cooking, and one of the women was from Midwest, Canada, and he made potato latkes, they were licking their fingers, and then he said, next time when you come, I'm gonna make the char. He said, that'll knock you for a loop. They love to
Come here, which is better, rose or the chicken?
And OUD,
Well, you have to look like chicken, not all, I mean, you can't get Oreos from the machine. Like sometimes I'm starving, I just want to get like, to put the money in. Where do you have a machine by you? You have a store? That's me, you're right. It's usually licorice.
It's also something. It's like I like potato chips. Something solid.
used to get drapes.
It's gonna make lunch and Twizzlers.
My mother used to.
What?
They don't walk. That's not as important.
What?
Make up the first line. It's not as important. From what I was told.
Oh, okay.
Yo, did you bring me my Milky Way?
They're gone already.
Those things you need to go.
Yeah, can you store everything in?
Hey, there's my pizza. My two pizzas. Can I look at that lollipop?
I have a choice. Some kids can't eat pictures. I'm crying. It's the only thing that's going on.
Somebody's that it has at the corner of Virginia, no, the corner of, what is that? By, when you go to Mrs. Carmel, and you're gonna turn go to Napoli? So that has one there.
Annapolis.
Oh, I think, what is it?
Oh.
Ada or
They live there.
Ada or what's her name?
Well,
Clouds. I think I saw her standing there.
they have a similar thing. But theirs is big. It's a room.
Right, they have
Doorway.
one person had a grill out there.
How's Rabbi
The
Flan?
colors of the doors. You notice that in Sharon?
Sure, I've been there.
Everybody has purple doors and red doors and bright blue doors.
You have a red door, don't you? Oh,
They
yeah.
had a white house with green trim and a light.
Best thing is,
They'll have a big
it must
house
be,
around
it must be if you come from Boston, you never have to be on time. As a rabbi, I think the rule is you don't show up on time for shul.
All right.
New Jersey also.
Everybody stand back, the lightning's coming any second.
That's where I like it. That's where I like it. I went over to Rabbi Kelman tonight. So, but, no, Rabbi Shenda, right?
In New Jersey, the rule is Barstool.
What?
That's about Rabbi Kelman. That's Rabbi Kelman.
He hit the rig.
Try to get hit by Barstool.
What'd you do with the rig? He
Oh,
doesn't
let
want
them
to share. He doesn't want to share.
We gotta move it now. Abba didn't know you?
No, Larry probably didn't know.
Really? That's Rabbi Kelman's stuff, Barstool.
You happy?
Have a good day.
What is this?
Oh, man, I have it.
Hey, where's my lollipop?
Yeah, we brought it over here.
Hey, touchdown.
Did you do the duck? It's too cold to do the duck
Hi.
Off the refrigerator?
Boy.
Yeah, Bobby can do it. Bobby does it all the time.
Need plate. Wait.
Bobby,
Wait till
gonna
the kids
fix my
come.
fridge? I know.
What do you do there? Oh, just move it over.
No, it's gotta be lifted over the hump of the...
That's a beautiful refrigerator. Did you see it? It's a whirlpool. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Did you dive in at the beginning?
You know Marisa puts it in our... Ariane's a Brian.
Mmm, look at that.
What? I guess it's not a
Lisa, are
problem.
you happy with this refrigerator?
Yeah, personally I should have bought one an inch bigger. We didn't realize we had the...
You know, I think this would have been in our kitchen, Maurice.
Oh, Lisa, we got a big problem. I don't think we have Shiva's Regal beef.
Supposed to be
Do you have any left?
That's homemade.
When that's something. Lisa said she made in the place of oven.
Homemade in the store.
She said she made it in the place of oven.
Alan, I just had one from Sapienza. Over there on Elmont, there's an Italian bakery. No, none of these, because they only make dairy. I had it.
You want tea?
There you go.
You want tea?
We didn't go either. I didn't give them money.
I
thought he gave you.
Give them money, but I would not. I made them money. I wouldn't give them money. I wouldn't go to them. I don't know how they could have it.
In Israel, I thought he gave that as a
Cancel the check now.
Wait, I have...
We're on the program already.
He's very funny though.
Yeah, he was. I heard he was very
He's
funny.
very funny, he's hysterical.
Oh, how kind you man. I've been there Sunday night.
Alan?
I was told Alan. I was told that both him and David are free in New York Mail. These three.
Would be associated with that.
I spoke to Judy. He goes, no, look at
Did you ask
Wasn't
her?
there a rabbi in his family?
What do you got, Al?
He was supposedly a rabbi.
They
I
say
don't
it's
believe
written.
it.
They had Alan. They had it back down.
Alan,
They had it back
you're
down.
right, I agree with you.
People like us get...
I agree with you.
By the way, Lisa, that's why.
Like this.
Yeah.
Very fine man. Very poor family. So poor.
Who's that?
How poor was he?
Yeah, isn't it here? The brother was living in Far Rockaway. He's now in Israel, Bernie.
Bernie is here. Bernie's in Far Rockaway.
Wait a second, he's got a nephew.
He's got a
Wait a second, he's got a son Perry who's a lawyer.
Perry Mason.
Very nice.
Right.
Bernie Mazur's in Kilgore. He was in Israel.
Perry Mason, Lexington, already.
He's got the
Sharon, I'm surprised you were the first one to get that.
Bernie Mazur is in Far Rockaway.
Yeah, it's his
Feels like later.
Shiny, look. No double dipping.
No, remember.
Giant
No candles?
Happy birthday, dear Josh and Brian. Thanks, Grandma Marilyn. Thanks, Grandma Marilyn. Happy birthday to you. I can be staring over there. Oh, he's not.
Miles, can you take this stick out?
Did you see how the kids,
We over on a Saturday night. I made them a sports carnival downstairs. Before they went to sleep, they were stuck down there. I can't take credit for this. One of my good friends did this, and so we'll see how it goes.
It's not funny.
No, it's not really meant to be funny. I think it's
forget about it.
what we did here. Okay. This story was a story involving the mitzvah of sending portions of Shalosh Manos. Okay?
Shalosh Manos.
Shalosh Manot.
She doesn't go to doctor.
The Shloach
Okay.
Manos.
It's Shloach.
All right, let's
So everybody understands
He's got
sending
the floor. Let him
portions to one
speak.
another. Okay, here we go. So this was again involved in the Gemara here, and this was like another story again involving the mitzvah of sending portions. Okay, so Rabbah sent with a bayit to Mari Bar Mar a basket filled with dates. Okay.
Yeah, I never had a date. I haven't had a date in 10
Okay.
years.
And a cup filled with the flour of roasted wheat.
I think that's pig.
You got whole wheat flour. Okay.
Is that dates? Is that
Yeah,
pig?
well, it's a chicken. Okay.
Is that Yashon? Is that Yashon?
So now,
you can use
No,
Abaye,
not all of them, especially
Abaye
all.
said to Rabbah, okay,
I guess.
Mari will now say about you, if a peasant becomes a king, does he not take the basket which he used to feed his animals down off his neck? So now,
I want to see the animal.
I don't have that. Oh, wait, hold on.
A beanie baby.
I don't.
You could use a beanie baby.
Hold on.
So now,
He's a magician too.
Mari Bar Mar sent back to Rabbah a basket filled with ginger.
Ginger. What are you going to do with ginger?
Right, that's the ginger.
Ginger, that's it. That's
Okay,
it.
thank you, Karen. Okay.
It's like a
A basket filled with ginger and a cup
Looks
filled
like a slingshot.
and a cup filled with long peppers.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. I hope that somebody's following along.
Yes.
Okay, so Abaye said, Master will now say, I sent him sweet foods, and he sends me back bitter ones.
Oh.
Okay, so now more about this incident.
Isn't ginger sweet?
When I left Rabbah's house to go to Mari, I was full. Yet when I arrived there, they brought me 60 plates with 60 types of cooked food.
And I
Do you
ate
remember
them
this,
all.
Kamara?
Yeah, and I
Okay,
ate
very
them
good.
all.
And I ate 60 pieces, one of each of them.
Like
The last dish they gave me,
Deal we just did.
I just said
the
that.
last dish they gave me, they called pot roast. Oh, we put that.
I got it right here, baby. I got it right here.
Larry, we ate it.
Got your
Okay,
pot
good.
roast.
And after
It's a pot
Alan
roast.
said he wanted to eat the whole plate.
Too late.
I'm sorry.
You got must have
Abaye
some-
commented on this incident. This is illustrative of what people say.
Larry?
A poor person,
What's your title?
no, it's not my title. A
Is he
poor person does not know
Right.
when he is hungry. Alternatively, it bears out this popular saying, and this is what my friend underlines for here as a nice little Devar Torah. Room can always be found in one's stomach for sweet things.
Oh, man. In the words of Maish, oh, man.
Okay. So now, first, what are some of the problems we have in this piece of Gemara here? There are a few.
Well, you can't eat ginger raw.
Well, there's a lot.
It's not kelaf yashon.
Right.
Some of them. Okay. So anyway, what do you think? Do you think that? Some of our rabbis raise a number of difficulties with this passage and conclude that it is not meant to be taken literally. Rather, it is a figurative description of the following. When Abaye left his teacher, Rabbah, he thought he was full of Torah. That is, he was under the impression that he already achieved his full measure of Torah study exactly. Upon arriving at the house of Mari Bar Mar, Mari discussed with Abaye topics from each of all the 60,
Right.
right, the 60 Masechtas in the Talmud.
Zaidi can name them.
Okay, the Masechtas are referred to
He knows them all by heart too.
really, as plates, for they are the framework on which their contents lie. In each Masechta, Abaye learned from Mari a new point that he did not know before. The last Masechta they studied together was Pesachim, and they discussed the topic of
Whether you can roast
pot roast. Exactly, a pot roast. Whether the Pesach sacrifice can be cooked without water in its own juices.
This is Gemara Yuma.
Pesachim, I said.
You think Pesachim?
Yeah. Since it was, oh no, this Gemara is Megillah. This Gemara is Megillah.
At
Okay.
some point, did the last
Since it
one.
was 30 days before Pesach, Abaye wished to continue and study the entire Masechta. He wished to eat the plate. That's why he said he wished to eat the plate. Now, for two reasons, a person might mistakenly believe he is full of Torah. One, he is unaware of his own ignorance. Two, he is unaware of the depth of Torah. Abaye concludes with two sayings that counteract these two mistaken notions. One, a poor person does not know when he is hungry. An ignorant person does not realize his own ignorance.
There's hope,
And
yo.
two, room can always be found. Room can always be found for sweet things. The Torah is of endless depth. It is always possible to uncover deeper explanations. Okay. The question I put out tonight, and if you have answers, I'd like to see what you think. What is the connection between Mechiras Yosef, the sale of Yosef, and the story of Purim?
If you're drunk, it's easy to understand.
So tell me the connection.
Not drunk, and there's no schnapps on the table.
What is the connection? The connection of the sale of Yosef and the story of Purim. Okay, guys.
Okay, Alex.
Can I come into your class? You know, Rebbe would love if I came in and did this. Rebbe, can I come into your class on Sunday?
Thanks so much. What's the connection between you?
You don't think Rebbe would like this?
Coming to my class.
I think it's a great idea. I know. Well, nobody has an answer? The sale of Yosef, when his brothers sold him, and the story of Purim, what took place. What Haman did.
Well, actually, Haman wanted to kill the Jews.
Right, but why was he...
What happened actually, Joseph became very, very famous in a way.
Oh, and so did Mordecai. Very good, Marilyn.
Mordecai. What family was Mordecai from?
First of all, the five we got, they were singing of the five brothers that Mordecai went out.
Because Binyamin wanted to
And
say
Binyamin from the
That's what Milton
But
says.
had it Binyamin though was silent, as opposed to Mordecai.
What did Mordecai say? What did he say, huh? Tell me what he said. What did he say? He didn't say nothing. Esther said everything.
No, Mordecai said to her that if she...
Rabbi Soloveitchik, he said on this that what you learned from Esther, he's exactly right. He said that she knew the cunning way to get, she basically she was the practical one. And Mordecai was the one who was theoretical. So he knew basically this is what should be done, but Esther knew how to carry it out. She knew how to implement. And he takes that, by the way, he takes that a lot further. He say that womankind in general have the ability to be pragmatic, men don't have that ability. Okay, anyway, the final answer is, what's the Very good. Not there isn't anything wrong with it. Thank you. Debbie got the answer. The answer was said. Okay. Very nice.
Brothers sold Yosef
Right.
for coins.
Coins.
And then Haman was willing to give the king
Right.
coins.
A lot more though. A lot more.
Well,
But the
there's a
connection is the
place-
Machatzit shekel.
Yes.
The Machatzit shekel is the connecting point of what we give.
Shekel, we did.
Bobby.
Right. what Salvation said on this is that the sale of Yosef was basically the wrapping up of Knesset Yisrael. And what happens is Haman went after that because he saw that it was a shekel. Half a shekel means that we have to be united. We have to be united. And that was what Mordechai was able to do. And in fact, I think it says in it says in the Medrash that the Jews were like newly created after the story of.
So she told you everything, but she told you that the
Where the Pringles, Raising?
I didn't tell people. I didn't know.
What? You never allowed to eat only one. This is it, because you didn't give me one potato.
Larry, I got a good question for you.
Yes.
How come when Esther was asking, after Haman's
I
gone
brought
already,
them.
after Haman's gone already, she goes and asks about the business with the Jews, getting back at the Goyim, right? She says to make it into a day the Jews get revenge.
Right.
That was when? That was Pesach, right?
Right, and she saw him.
So
she went the first
the
day.
day wasn't until 11 months later.
Right.
Why did she ask to give us Yerushalayim? He would have given Chatzi Malchus. Just Yerushalayim.
We have that one.
And she had 11 months to get everybody out there.
You know, I'll tell you something. Somebody said to us. Somebody was saying. The problem is just like the problem that we face today.
Alan, my class.
They were very comfortable.
I'm off duty.
Oh no, let's do the scimitar. Shir Amalos, Shuv Adonai, Shiva Tzion, Azim Alei
He goes, not that there's anything wrong with it.
That's a Seinfeld thing.
Yeah. He started it again.
Are there any more bench turns? We can check.
More benches?
Yeah, more there.
What do you do with the wedding when they get to what? What do you do with the benches?
I got that one right here.
Oh, no, I have a closet,
Yeah, mine
little
is
closet, all the way up there, unless it's prime.
Oh,
Ephraim, is that for me? Ephraim?
He said that? Okay, you go then, I'm there.
Talking of. No, tell me the battery's going already. You want to sit down? No. Right here. Look, it's coming. All the kids. Hi, Ar. Hi, Ar. Hi, Ar. Hi, Ar. You're so cute.
Let me show everybody. Let's go, guys. Come,
One dad said, you know, he needs an
Don't forget to get all the pictures of me. I did. You're special.
Rav Shmuel Cohen for being my Rebbe during this past year that we learned Masechet Be'ah for the memory of my mother. I'd like to begin the last Mishnah in Masechet Be'ah. Ein mashkin v'shochatin es hamidorios, havo mashkin v'shochatin es habaisos. The Mishnah is speaking about different types of animals. There are, basically we're talking about cattle, kosher animals, but rather that some of them are considered free roaming animals and some of them are considered domesticated animals. And the Mishnah is going to define what halanos be'ir. The baisos, the domesticated animals, are those that sleep at night in the city or within the settlement. Midbarios, halanos ba'afar, and the free-roaming ones are the kind that sleep at night out in the pasture. Gemara asks a question right away just on the language of the Mishnah and says, we'll skip Rashi for that. I'll explain it out loud. Shalom Aleichem Mashkin Ushochatin. With the Gemara asks right away, why does the Mishnah have to say the word mashkin ushochatin when the Gemara is specifically asking about the shochatin part, where the whole point is whether we're allowed to shecht an animal on Yom Tov or not. A specific animal. We know we're allowed to, but now we're going to find out which kinds we're allowed to. So the Gemara asks the question, why do we say mashkin ushochatin? And the Gemara answers, milsagav urcha kamashmalan. The Mishnah is just teaching us something to learn as a byproduct about nature around us. And what is that we're learning? The lishke inish behemto v'hada lishot mishum sircha demashcha. That it's smart advice for a person who's going to shecht an animal to let it drink water first, because there's a very strong adhesion of the skin to the fat of the animal, and apparently letting an animal drink water beforehand helps make it easier to skin the animal afterwards. Tana Rabbanan, Gemara asks another question. Elu hein midbarios. The following, there's a Mishnah from somewhere else. Elu hein midbarios, ve'elu hein baisos. This Mishnah is defining them a little bit differently. Midbarios kol sheyotzos b'Pesach, v'ros ba'afar, minichnasos b'revia rishona. That the free roaming animals are defined as those that go out from, I guess, the settlement area at around Pesach time, and they only return back to the settlement at the time of the first rain, which is approximately in Cheshvan time. Ve'elohein baisos, kol sheyotzos v'ros chutz l'tchum, uva'os v'lonos b'soch hatchum. That in the morning, I guess, they go out of the tchum of the city, the surrounding area of the city, and they pasture out there. And then at night they come back and they sleep within the area of the city. Rebbe Omer, and Rebbe argues with this opinion of the Rabbanim about what the definition of these animals are, and says, Elu ve'elu baisos hein. Both of those type of animals that you just said, both characteristics are considered the characteristics of a domestic animal, and not the other definition of the midbarios. Ela elu hein midbarios, but rather this definition is what we give to a free-roaming animal. Kol sheyotzos v'roos ba'afar. Anyone that goes out in the afar, in the pasture, to feed, and basically it never comes back. It's just a free-roaming animal that just free roams. Play on word. I go no saga. Anyway, the whole point of the distinction is this distinction between the domestic and free-roaming animals is to determine which animals are muktzah. While it's permitted to shecht an animal on Yom Tov, only an animal that is specified for such is allowed to be shechted on Yom Tov. Otherwise, any other animal is considered muktzah. Now, I just want to give a parenthesis here. When I say, I'm going to say in the future that he does not hold for muktzah, it does not mean that a person doesn't believe in the concept of muktzah. It means that he holds of a very small range of items which are considered muktzah, and somebody who does hold for muktzah means that there's a very large range of things that fall under the category of muktzah. Having said that, the domesticated animals are inherently set aside for shechting. They're inherently, it's always in your mind to have them ready to be eaten, while the midbarios, while the range animals are not. And therefore, and the Gemara is going to expand on that concept. So we see that the fact that Rebbe, who argued with the Rabbanim, has argued and give a different definition of midbarios, it shows that there is a distinction between domesticated and midbarios according to Rebbe as well. So now we ask a question: if Rebbe holds that there's a distinction, then clearly the midbarios are muktzah inherently because they're not set aside for shechting and Yom Tov. And we think that now we know that Rebbe holds that there must be a concept of muktzah. While there is a differing opinion throughout Shas of whether there is or isn't muktzah, again, that broad range and smaller range. So now we're asking, does this mean that Rebbe holds of the concept of muktzah? And the Gemara asks, we have a proof elsewhere that he doesn't. And it said, the Gemara asks, Umi islay Rebbe muktzah, and does in fact Rebbe hold that there is a concept of this broad range of muktzah? Rav Shimon bar Rebbe mi Rebbe. Rebbe's son asked him a question, and he asked him, Patzile tomorrow the Rabbi Shimon Mahu. There's a category of dates that don't ripen on the tree themselves, but rather they're picked first and they're placed in baskets made from the leaves of that tree, and they ripen there. That's just the nature of them. So the question that Rabbi Shimon asked his father is, are those muktzah on Shabbos according to Rabbi Shimon? Rabbi Shimon being the one that holds that there is not this broad range of muktzah. So Rabbi answered him back, Ein muktzah Rabbi Shimon, Ella, Grogros Itzmukin Bilvad. That Rabbi Shimon only holds the concept, again, that limited range of muktzah, and only in figs and raisins that were set out specifically to dry. Meaning that Rabbi Shimon holds that only things that are specifically set aside not to be used on Yom Tov are considered muktzah. But if it was not specifically set aside not to be used, then it is not considered muktzah. So in the case of the drying figs, of these figs that are okay, one more time. Like in the case of drying figs, sorry about that. Erase that. However, this case is not the same, since some people eat them even in their unripe state. So they are not muktzah, according to Rabbi Shimon, because he holds that they are useful on Yom Tov. However, raisins and figs, I mixed up dates and figs. Raisins and figs are not those are not set aside. They're specifically said, these are going to dry, I'm not going to use them on Yom Tov, and therefore they're muktzah. However, the dates that are ripening in their basket are not necessarily considered not to be used on Yom Tov, because there are in fact people who do eat them even in that state. The Gemara now assumes, based on Rebbe's answer, that he holds like Rabbi Shimon, because he answered. So he answered the fact that only those raisins and figs that are set aside to dry are muktzah, and it would appear not anything else. So the question is why should he say that the free roaming animals are muktzah? If he doesn't hold from this broad range of muktzah, then why would he make that distinction? Gemara gives a few answers. That the free-range animals, those animals that don't stay in the city, are considered very much like the figs and raisins that were set aside not for use on Yom Tov. Because they are, in fact, not around, and everyone specifically takes their mind off of it, they are considered muktzah because of that factor, not because there is this broad concept of muktzah. So it still could be that Rebbe holds like Reb Shimon. The Gemara gives a different answer, saying, V'ibay esema lidvarav de Rabbi Shimon kamar v'lei lo svirlei. That his son asked him the question, according to Rabbi Shimon, what would be Rabbi Shimon's opinion? And Rabbi answered him, according to Rabbi Shimon, this and this are the only things that are muktzah, the raisins and figs. So therefore, it doesn't necessarily prove that he doesn't hold for muktzah, but rather it could be he's just answering according to Rabbi Shimon's shita. And the third answer the Gemara gives, that he was answering in this, the second part where he gave the differing definition of what the domesticated versus the free-roaming animals are, he is answering according to Rabbanan. In fact, what is he saying? Lididi ein muktzah. According to me, I don't hold from this broad concept of muktzah. Ela liditchu oduli mihas heicha diotzos v'ros b'pesach nichnasos v'revia rishona. The baisos ein. He's saying, according to you, you must even agree to me that these are not considered muktzah simply because of the definition. So he's not drawing a distinction between baisos and midbarios. Rather, he's telling the Rabbanan, if you're going to make the distinction between baisos and midbarios, then you should make it according to this definition rather than the one that you just stated. So again, it could be that that Rebbe does not hold from the muktzah, but rather he was answering the question or arguing with the Rabbanim in the Mishnah according to what they were saying, just on the definition. The Amrulei Rabbanan, and the Rabbanan answered him according to his definition, and said, "Lo midbarios hein." That no, in fact, that the ones that we stated are midbarios are in fact midbarios and not the baisos, and therefore we're still unresolved according to this one whether Rebbe could hold like Reb Shimon or Reb Yehuda, who holds of the broad concept of muktzah. Hadron Allah Masach Beya v'Hadron Allah v'Hadroch Allah Daiton Allah Masachas Beya v'Daitoch Allah Lo Nisnei Minach Masachas Meitza v'Lo Beya v'Lo Sisnei Minan Lo Ba'alma Hadein v'Lo Ba'alma Da'aseh Hadron Allah Masachas Beya v'Hadroch Allah Daiton Allah Masachas Beya v'Daitoch Allah Lo Nisnei Minach Masachas Beya v'Lo Sisnei Minan Lo Ba'alma Hadein v'Lo Ba'alma Da'aseh Hadron Allah Masachas Beya v'Hadroch Alon. Daiton Allah Masachas Beya v'Daitoch Alon. Lo Nisnei Minach Masachas Beya v'Lo Sisnei Minan. Lo Ba'alma Hadein v'Lo Ba'alma Da'aseh. Yehi Ratzon V'Necha Adonai Eloheinu v'Leher V'Seinu Shetehei Tzaraska U'Manuseinu Ba'olam Hazeh U'Sehei Imanu La'olam Haba. Chanina Bar Papa, Rami Bar Papa, Nachman Bar Papa, Achai Bar Papa, Abamari Bar Papa, Rafram Bar Papa, Rachish Bar Papa, Surfa Bar Papa, Ada Bar Papa, Dara Bar Papa. Harev na Adonai Eloheinu es divrei sar esacha b'finu v'tifiyos amacha beis Yisrael. V'niyeh anachnu v'tzetzaenu v'tzetzaei amacha beis Yisrael kulanu yodei shemecha v'lomdei sar esacha l'shma. Me'oibaytev chachmeni mitzvasecha ki la'olam hi li. Yehi li bisamim b'chukecha l'ma'an lo evosh. La'olam lo eshkach b'chudecha. Ki vam chi yisani. Baruch atah Adonai l'achdeinu chukecha, amen, 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 sela va'ed. Modim anachnu lo lefanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'lohei avoseinu shesamta chalkeinu miyoshvei beis hamidrash v'lo samta chalkeinu miyoshvei koronos. Sha'anu mashkimim v'hei mashkimim. Anu mashkimim l'divrei Torah v'hei mashkimim l'dvar getelim. Anu amelim v'hei amelim. Anu amelim u'mekabelim sachar. V'hei amelim v'einam mekabelim sachar. Anu ratzim v'hem ratzim. Anu ratzim l'chayei olam haba v'hem ratzim l've'er shachas. Shene'amar v'ato Elohim torideim l've'er shachas. Anshe damim mirma lo yechatzu yimehem ba'ani evtach bach. Yiratzon v'necha Adonai Elohai Geshem she'az artanu l'sayim masechas beya kein ta'azreinu l'haskil masechtos usfarim achem l'sayimam. L'modu la'amei l'shmar l'asos l'kayim es kol devei samu toresecha b'yahva. Uzchus kol atanoim v'amorim v'samidei chachamim yamod li l'zari. Shelo samush hator mipi u'mipi zari v'zera zari ad olam. V'siskayim v'hisalechecha tanche osach v'shachbecha tishmar alecha v'hakitzosa hi tisichecha. Kivi yirbu yamecha v'yosifu l'cha shenos chayim. Orech yamin b'yamina u'b'smola osher v'chavod. Adonai oz la'amo yitain, Adonai v'rechas amu v'shalom. Skadash, Shimei Rabba, Yom Hu Asid Ischaduto, Ula'achaya, Isaya, Ula'asaka, Yashom L'chayei Olma, Ul'nei Karta Diu Shalem, Ul'sham Lola, Hitla, L'gava, Ul'mekar Palchana, Nikra'a, Min Ara, Ula'asava Palchana, D'Shmaya La'asre, V'yamlit Kucha Brifu, B'malchusei Yikarei, the Chayachon, V'yamechon, V'chayei, the Chol Beis Yisrael, Ba'agalov, Zman Kariv, V'ru Amen. Yisparach, V'ishtabach, V'isparach, V'isomam, V'isnaseh, V'isada, V'isalev, V'isalol, Shmei D'Kutsha, V'leila, Mikol V'chasar, V'shivasar, Tushma V'chasar, V'nechem Asar, D'amiram, V'yamar, V'ru Amen. Ad Yisrael, V'arabanon, V'al Talmidei Hom, V'al Kol Talmidei Samidei Hom, V'al Kol Manda, Askin, V'araisa, Diva, Asar, Dein, V'chol Asar, V'asar. Yehei Lahon, L'chon, Shalom, Rabba, China, V'chista, V'racham, and V'chayin, Arichin, V'zan, V'vichei, V'furkanam, V'kadam, V'honda, V'shmaya, V'arav, V'ru Amen. Yehei Shalom, Rabba, V'shemaya, V'chayin, Tovim, Aleinu, V'al Yisrael v'imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom Ramav v'Rachamov Yaseh Shalom Aleinu v'al Kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Invite everyone to join the meal.
Wait, what's it? Alan.
Wash with all this, you wash.